So Professor Liu is going to teach you to do classwork number 2. You create a program, let the user enter a number, and the program should determine if the number is valid by checking for it in the following list. There are 18 numbers. 18 number is small list. That's why we do linear search. Okay. I ask you to download this file. Let's take a look right here. So I'm going to search. These number are long, so we put long. Instead of integer, it's long. And we have long account, and we put all these number inside here. First, we enter a 7-digit account number. Alright, so now we're going to search right now. Now, this linear search, as I told you, everybody must memorize. Is that right? Okay. You need to have a boolean equal false. Is that right? Then you need to have an index number, the size, this and that. So boolean fun equal false. Okay. Then we do the for loop here for count. So this time we didn't use the the reason I show you this one is this is not exactly like the one I asked you to memorize. This one is a little bit modified. Is that right? Okay. So it's a boolean right here. So false and for 0 and as long as the count is less than, so because we have starting from count, then increment by 1, okay, and then you want to see and also not found, then count plus 1, okay. So once you do that, then if the number inside that and we set found to true, then we say this. Alright, once you set it, this will return true or false. If true, the number you enter is valid. Otherwise, it's not valid. So I'm going to take one number here, Control C. So I'm going to run it. So I copy one right there. Alright. So now I didn't write it down right here. So here the number you enter is valid. We did not get this valid or not. Is that right? So let's see. Let me double check, okay? No, I write it wrong. Okay. Alright, the number is valid. Okay? So now the reason I want to show you is this. As I told you, you must memorize the basic thing of linear search. You must have a found set to false. You must have a position, and you must have a index, right? But there's modification too. Like this is also a linear search, but always has a modification. You use a for loop. Use a for loop. Why this one? I decide to use for loop because I already know there are 18 of these. And for loop is faster than while loop because while loop need to do comparison. So this is a modification of linear search. When you do linear search, and if you know ahead of time how many items in that list, you will choose for loop instead of while loop. All right. So when we were doing like the superlato one, we cannot do this because the superlato one is dynamic. It's keep on updating. Do you understand? And this one, I know already. This is fixed right here. Stay right there already. So look for this will be the real estate projects. Do you understand? You may have a city Whittier and has or if you want to some there are zip codes. You understand? You put the zip codes for Bay Area. You put zip codes for the inner city. So we look for the zip codes, but they are limited zip codes. So now one more time. When you do search, linear search is the basic. But it's not once you memorize linear search, that's it, your life is done. No. It depends on the different scenario, different situation. Like this one, your numbers very limit. 18 of them, they won't change anyway. It's right there already. Right there. So instead of use while loop, I modify to for loop. Do you understand why this one is better with for loop? Anybody who can tell me? Anybody? More, yes, because while loop I need to compare. For loop I don't have compare. The only compare is found. That's the only comparison. And when we're doing the linear search, the standard one, we still need to search. Is this number the end? We still need to search. Is right? So once you have the number already inside this, you modify your linear search from while loop to for loop. Is that okay? From while loop and for loop. It's still linear search. But this will be faster. Okay? I hope you like this program. Okay? Now